Hello everyone, thank you so much for all the love and appreciation on the previous video. So as promised, I have now come up with a new video which is for extracurricular activities and volunteership that you can look forward and you can do for your CaRMS application. So in this video, I'm going to cover why volunteership and extracurricular are important for your application, and then volunteership options that you can look out for and how you can access them. And also we'll talk about extracurricular activities along with volunteership options and how would they impact your overall application. So starting with why is volunteership important, and why does it matter that you have to do these things, is that in Canada it is the volunteership and extracurricular activities are really matter. They really matter a lot in general, be it you're a medical professional or you are a financial specialist or anyone. It really matters a lot in general for all kind of jobs that you're applying for. And in general, it showcase, or it shows that you have adjusted to the culture and you have built all the soft skills that are required, and you're giving back to the community as well. So this is why it is important that you need to do some volunteership or extracurricular activities. And then plus you can also get great reference letters that are required. So even if the volunteership or extracurricular activity is unpaid, it is still a great investment for you. So all the people out there applying for next cycle, make sure to incorporate at least 2 to 3 volunteership activities in your overall profile. So that's the reason that you need is the CaRMS application, and which not just if you're volunteering, it doesn't just shows that you're a good person. It also shows that there are different CanMed roles that you need to showcase on. Let's say it's a leadership activity. Let's say you have been a communicator. Let's say you have worked in a team. So that is something that you can really showcase with the volunteer activities. Let's say you have no experience of leadership from your back home, or let's say in your past history. So you can showcase this skill on your volunteership activities. Let's say you're volunteering for a community, and there you can lead a group of, let's say, 2 people or 3 people or 4 people. So that would, that's where you can show that I was volunteering at this location, and then also along with that I was leading a group of 4 people. So that's where you could showcase your leadership skills. So anything that is deficient from your profile from previous history, you can now incorporate them through volunteer opportunities. Now coming to how to start or where to get the volunteer activities, or what options do you have coming to Canada. So you one options, being a healthcare professional, one thing you can look forward is hospitals and clinics. So how to go about that? Anywhere that let's say you're living in Toronto, or let's say you're living in anywhere in GTA, so you can look up on the hospital's website. Let's say at in Sunnybrook Hospital, you can look up on their website. They have special area where they have volunteer or observership opportunities. So you can apply online and you can submit all the documents that they require you to put in. Usually they don't ask for documentation, they usually ask you to fill in a form, and that's where they contact you back, but it takes a lot of time, so start early on that aspect. So you can look up online on hospitals, be it like, let's say you're in Manitoba, you're in Saskatchewan, you're in British Columbia. You can look up online any hospitals that is around you. You can look up online on their websites. They usually have these opportunities for volunteership and observership. If they don't have, you can go into clinics in person and check with the doctor if they want volunteership. Let's say on the front desk, they want a helping hand. So you can volunteer there as well. And other than that, you can also look into community health center. And by community health center, I mean to say it's similar to the previous thing as well. Like you can go into hospital, clinics, or community health centers. It includes like senior wellness programs or public health campaigns. Okay, so you can look up around online. And let's say if you don't have an option, like you don't know where to look up online, you can even write on chat gpt that what you're looking forward for. So it will help out in finding the places that are near you, or finding a places near you, those are accepting volunteers, right? So use AI in that terms to help you out with these little things. Okay, now, other than that, you can also look for non-profit organizations. One of the most common one is Canadian Red Cross, and that's where I have been volunteering as well. I was doing their friendly call program, so you can even enroll in that. And then there is another one that is called Canadian Cancer Society or Immigrant Help Center. So all those organizations usually need volunteerships, and they need volunteers, and that's where you can have access to volunteer experiences as well. And then you can, along with that, you can also volunteer at long term care homes, senior homes. These are the best places to volunteer at, because that would show you as a person who is, who's a collaborator, or has a diverse experience. Let's say you have been a pediatrician, or let's say you have been a general practitioner from back home, right? Now you don't have any experience of working in elderly care, or specifically if you're interested in geriatrics, so you can then go for long term care homes. That's where you can volunteer. You don't really have to work long hours. It's just that maybe you can commit for 1 hour or 2 hours a week, and anytime you can just go and check with them. So that's how you have to do it, because that's how you get to know, and you can have these experiences for, let's say, few months, and then you'll be good to go for that. Okay. And then other than that, there are some health fairs and some blood drives that you can do, even with Canadian Red Cross. I think they do blood drives as well, so you can go there as well, and you can ask for a certificate. And one of the most common one that I know, like, a lot of people have been doing is with food banks. In Canada, food banks and shelter is something that you can easily get access to. So maybe you can check with nearby organization in the place that you're living with. So you can go and volunteer with, let's say, packing the food, or maybe delivering the food, or maybe distributing the food. So that shows that you're engaged in the community, and also your empathy aspect, that you empathize with the patients. You're taking a step ahead and working out there. So these are few of the volunteer experiences that you can look out. And other than that, so these are the volunteer ones. Now other than that, maybe you can, these are the ones that maybe you can go and do. And another one that I was doing was with the, let's say, now we have summer coming in, right? So you can maybe you can do some stalls, or maybe you can uh, engage in summer festival activities, all those things. So they usually provide you with a letter. So look around for your organizations around your place that you're living in, or maybe you're working around. So you can look for all those organizations and start working with them, maybe for a day or two. It doesn't matter. Usually they recommend doing it for long term, which I have mentioned above. But Summerfest, like, maybe doing a day or two is even not bad. Even with, let's say, there are societies, let's say Cancer Society, Alzheimer's Society, cardiac societies, and all those societies. You can check and enroll with them, and they will send you emails on any event that they are coming up with. So that you can go ahead and do those. So there are lots and lots of volunteer activities out there. Even there are organizations who constantly email you if you enroll with them, and they check on you if you're available for volunteership, let's say, for their event that's coming up, or their campaign that's coming up. So this is something that is really in demand, and there's no they have lots of opportunities out there for you. It's just that you have to look around. Now, coming to the extracurricular activities, what are the extracurricular activities that you can look forward to? So based on volunteering, you can also build your profile through extracurricular activities, like activities which showcase your leadership roles, let's say in community groups or student councils. So if, let's say, you don't have any experience from back home where you have been um, let's say if you have experience from back home that has a leadership role, wonderful, because leadership role is something that is very essential in general for CaRMS application. But let's say if you don't have any experience from back home, then you can incorporate that as your volunteership as well, or maybe extracurricular activities as well. So let's say you can do some research assistantship. That's one of the thing that you can do. And how you would do is, I have free courses that I can provide you a reference here, and I will probably share that picture in a short, and you can look into that. Those are the free courses for research, free courses. So I'll put this picture definitely on the shorts. So reference is my shorts. You can look up there, and on YouTube, right? And you can look up there regarding the free courses on research assistantship that you can do, and you don't really have to pay any amount. And after that, you can work as a research assistant. Then also you can have professional certifications. Certifications like what? Certifications like CPR, BLS, CPR with Canadian Red Cross or anything around any organization around you. Mental health first aid, and this can be done with Canadian Red Cross as well. Mental health first aid, or maybe you can do short online course. Okay, so these are the certifications that you can do. Other than that, you can attend workshops and conferences are not usually free of cost. You really have to pay some amount towards that, but there are still some organizations where you can get access to free CMEs. So what I would recommend is go online. Let's say if you're in Manitoba or British Columbia or Saskatchewan or Toronto, what you can do is you can look up online at university's website. So free CMEs are available at university's website. So let's say you are in Toronto, you look up online on University of Toronto or McMaster, or you can look up online on let's say University Western University. So you can look up online on the university's website and enroll for their free CMEs. So make sure you attend free CMEs. They would provide you with certificate, and you can add that up on your CARMS application as well. Now moving ahead with joining professional associations. So there's one most common one among IMGs is EMGA. So if you are even enrolled with EMGA, you can mention that um, on your CARMS application as well. But let's say if you're not a member of EMGA, you can even there's another one that's called ITPO, Internationally Trained Physicians of Ontario. So you can join them. So these are professional associations where you can volunteer, or they have opportunities for IMGs as well. Moving forward with further extracurricular activities, you can add tutoring or teaching if you do, or maybe you have been doing it in the past, so you can add that as well. And then you can also add content creation if you have been doing that. If let's say someone has a YouTube channel or has any social media platform where they talk about social issues, or if you when you do any kind of extracurricular activity, you can incorporate that as well. Anyone who cooks really well, let's say anyone who make videos or cooking or painting, these are all extracurricular activities that you can incorporate, and I would recommend having them. Like at least have one or two, just so because you have extracurricular part on the CARMS application as well, where you have to write at least you can write one or two things, right? So have something on your hand in regards to your extracurricular activities as well. So I have mentioned here about volunteer opportunities that you can do. These are all here, and these are the ones extracurricular activities that you can do to incorporate into your CARMS application. Any activity that you do, you need to make sure that they incorporate skills like leadership, communicator, teamwork, or let's say collaborator, medical expert, or scholar. So if you're doing CMEs, that would be an additional scholarly activity thing. So when you list your volunteer work or extracurricular activities, don't just list the place. Describe the role or achievement you have been doing, and make a list of things that you have been doing, and make sure you write each and everything that you have contributed in that particular area. So build your skills like leadership, communicator, teamwork, and these are gold in Canadian applications, I would say. So to sum it up, I would suggest start early with your extracurricular activity and be consistent with them, and focus on the quality over quantity. So I wouldn't recommend maybe doing 5 or 7 activities in a week, I would recommend, let's say, do one, but at least do it in a very good organization, or in a good place where you have something to contribute. Actually, working in a food bank, let's say packaging food, delivering food, is one of the wonderful thing that you can really showcase on your CaRMS application. Let's say working in a long-term care homes is something that I would really recommend. That's wonderful thing that you can really showcase a lot of things on. If you have been working, let's say, as a clinical assistant, then additionally I would recommend look out for non-medical things that you can do out there in the community, not just medically related, because that would make you a well-rounded and a diverse person, right? Not just that you are into medicine. Even a few hours a week can seriously boost your resume and open doors for you, for sure. And so I hope this is it. And then I would like to mention what else. Other than that, I would definitely make a short on free CMEs courses. Make sure to look out for that. And yeah, that should be it. So in general, the purpose of making this video is to give you guys an idea of what are the options that you can do out there for volunteership and extracurricular activities to boost your overall application, and additionally, to help you with the resources that are available out there. So if you want me to make a separate videos on how to actually find these opportunities easily, let me know in the comments. I'll try to put as much resources out there, but these are the list of things basically, and I've also mentioned like how you can look up online about them, right? So that's that. I hope you find this video helpful, and if there's anything else you want to ask me, you can mention it down below in the comments, and I'll try to address that as well. So yeah, good luck to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.